Hey everybody, it's Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. As you notice in this videos on different format compared to the usual, I decided to go longer because I'm going to be painting this thing live here for all you to enjoy and myself. Okay, fellas, this is the first day off I had about, well, I don't know, about 2.5 weeks, I guess, and I'm pretty tired working, so I'm pretty good therapy for me. And also these things too as well. I mean, if it wasn't for my job, wasn't for this, I'd be ready for the rubber room. You know, either I'd probably grieve myself to death. I probably would have been dead a long time ago. But these things and you people, the greatest folks in the world, and mean everything in the world to me right now, and for the rest of my years and my days. And I'm very overjoyed and overwhelmed. One of my builds is going to be a little different than the usual. And I'm going to present that as for our Australian group, Australian support group that we have going on here. Red banners are flashing intermittently here and there saying unstable video or something like that. So if there's a little bumping in your end, this possibility could be atmospheric. I don't know. But right now it's the neutral gray on this thing here, and follow up on my chat board. And I got chats coming up right now. And we've got Von Holdenhausen, B-17 right here, what Freddy gave me here. I got it all pre-shaded right here, as you can see. If this monitor mic here would permit the whole view, I guess it will if I back off a bit. I'm going to touch this table here right now. So as you can see, I've got the icer boots all masked off on, and I've been working on the 1/48 scale monogram B-17. And she's come on quite sweetly here. Those that haven't seen the video I just posted yesterday, there it is right there, guys. I've been doing some foil work. I haven't got the wings done yet. I did the engines last night. Get a little closer here so you can see the engines here. I don't know if the light shows it, but it's pretty much like this with what Freddy did on his. As you see, this thing is going pretty good. Natural metal, you can't leave it. A foil tape works very well in this thing. Pop it off like that, but don't lose your counting like I just did. It's not glued on this position. Set your fuselage over here. Excuse me. Excuse the back pedals. Gonna go too. Okay, I got we got Vaughn on here, and thank you very much, Vaughn, on that 1/48 B-17 did right there. That's no kid. Getting on the subject of the 1/48 scale B-17, I saw a few inbox reviews on it, and I've been thinking about it. I might go ahead and buy the kit, but at first I wasn't going to buy it because Hong Kong models, when they produce that kit, it's a very beautiful kit, guys. I'm not trying to shut them down, but I do know shortcuts myself. That monogram B-17 back there was a shortcut for monogram because there was so much of a demand for the 1/48 scale B-17 by monogram back in 1975. But by 1974, we heard rumors. Hey, man, Belle was making a 1/48 scale B-17. I go, wow, that'd be a big one. I thought the 1/72 scale was big, and also the Lindbergh 1/64 scale, whatever it is, some odd box scale, but it's bigger than 1/72 scale. Remember, smaller the number, bigger the model. And so, boy, I'd like to get my flippers on a 1/48 scale B-17 by November the 16th of 1975, it came out. It was listed for $8.50. I was expecting more money than that because, after all, their motorized 1/72 scale B-52 was about a hefty $14. So I figured on a 148 scale B-17, it was going to be very big. It'd be a lot more expensive, more or less, which was, we thought $14 was a lot of money. But she came out back in 1975 for the hefty price of $8.50. It was a jewel of my eye. And so I didn't buy one of them, I bought 5 of them. And Brenda said to me, says, that was my first wife where I met Ruthie. And she said, Frankie, we can do these B-17s and save them. I could build them, stash pile them, and just build them. I'm going to take a notion. I'm building this right now. And there were shortcuts. As a subject of shortcuts, I'll show you some shortcuts right now. I don't know why I tore those wings off this thing, but I used to handle it a lot better. This is the Monica B-17. The whole fuselage is done. I covered everything, guys. I covered everything. So for $8.50, they omitted the Bombay. They could have detailed the Bombay. That's number one. Number other details is that they, with all that work, making accurate interior details, this actually was probably one of the first. Details back in the 70s and 60s by monogram were isolated only mainly in the pilot area. They gave you, sometimes they gave you a pilot, a joystick, and a stick decal over the instrument panel. Fellas, and that was it. The monogram came out with this back in 75 with a full cockpit detail. There's none back here after the tail gunner's compartment because they more or less directed everything, which visually when you can't see through the plastic, you see through the nose compartment, pilot's compartment, radio compartment where they removed the transparent glass on top of it. They moved it. They unlocked little U handles. They pull it out and they store it somewhere, keep it out of harm's way. They pull out their 50 caliber gun. They stick trace up where the radio operator can take a visual. They ain't flying over. He can take. Could have made a bigger, a more. They started to, but they heard so many demands, impatient demands about bring that kid out, bring that kid out. We don't care. We can scratch build one in there. And they brought the kit out. And the shortcuts also was mostly in the engines. The engines is nothing more or less a firewall with molded in cylinders and no barely you can see the cylinder rings on the cylinders. They show up a little bit, but you got to dry brush that in for the details. But like I say, the shortcut now with Hong Kong model is the shortcut they did. It's on the sidewalls there. You have the oxygen bottles right there. They're molded right into the sidewall, just like the sidewalls inside insert walls. They're molded inside the fuselage. This B-17 is. So it is the sidewall. You glue it inside the fuselage, and the oxygen bottles are already molded in place. So that's kind of like a cheap way out. It's nothing compared to this Hong Kong model. So that was kind of a shortcut. Also, shortcut number 2, keep the price down. If they would have featured a full Bombay in this kit monogram back in 1975, this kit would probably went up another $10. They probably gave you extra bombs, and they probably gave you some crew figures go with it too, and a full detailed Bombay. And if I would put catwalks alongside the waist gunner positions on here, but like Josephine and the Flip Wilson show, you get what you get. And that's mainly what it is. Put it over here. This thing goes so many places. I got the ball turret this thing unmasked already. Airbrush neutral gray. This is Freddy's work. Freddy did this. I just moved the maskings. I'm not gonna touch this man's work. He does a goddamn good job. If it's an insult about painting over this man's work, I will not insult this man. This man's my brother. He's my modeling brother and my veteran brother. He's a very generous man. I love this man. He's a great man. And this is a beautiful job done this thing. So I just put the maskings on it, pop it in. So I got that set aside over here. I want to show you, fellas. Man, I tell you, I couldn't move this beautiful B-17. That's what this is. Musical B-17s. When you guys go into a Chinese restaurant, order out, order in, don't make any difference. It's the same thing. They always give you these little black plastic things. You put lo mein in it, chicken lo mein, pork lo mein, seafood lo mein, noodles, whatever the bill of fare they desire to present for you to eat. They more or less put these are good. You can mark parts on there like I did on here, B-17 parts. Then you know where they're at. Instead of having strewn over the box getting broken. So just a tip, guys. You guys probably 10 jumps ahead of me anyway with this. So I just seen this and I figured I'd bring it out. This is going to be a long ass video, guys. I'm just rambling right now. We're going to start getting this thing painted. And I'm going to check see who's on the chat board right here, fellas. We're trying to feed off your chat right here. We got Von Heidinghausen. He's here. He's still here. That's good. Stay here, sir. I need you here, buddy. Any ship build coming up soon? Yes, it will be. Bilge Rat and Nat Hill models are going to look at the cameras over here, not there. Excuse me, looking east when it should be west. Vaughn, I'll be building the USS Enterprise. It's a 1/350 scale by Tamiya. It's a big one. Yes, sir. It's big. Thus far on it, since I received the kit, I went ahead and painted the hull. Got the water line painted on it. I hadn't painted the screws yet. But that's Matt Hill and Bilge Rat, they're going to start an aircraft carrier group build. So I'm going to go ahead, since I've been tinkering with that a little bit. I haven't touched it since last year. It needs to be touched again. So I figured that'd be a good candidate for a bird fund to bring out because they give me time to finish it up. So as of right now, for wintertime, I'll be on this B-17. I'll be on a special Australian support group build. I'll be getting going on right now. I haven't introduced my entry yet for that event, but soon I will be. Right after I get this video underway, I'll go out inside the stash room out there and pull out a model, something I haven't done in a long time. Something that's never been seen on YouTube before, which I've got back there. That'll be a special entry for the Australian support group build I'll be shaking down real soon here. Yeah, that thing is over 1 meter long. More than 39.5 inches long, about 38 to 78 inches long. It's big. Vaughn, I kid you not. That flight deck I measured is 14 and 3/4 inches wide. It's big. My God, you can have a B-17 on something that big. Now, I hate to venture how big the carriers are nowadays. I mean, nowadays they're eventually about the same size, a little bigger maybe, but they still have this the span of the flight deck to accommodate something that big. I seen turkey birds land on that thing. Unbelievable. I thought the B-25 was it, but 4-engine planes like that, easy. Storm, excuse me, sir. Stormruptum. This is called a Cuban. This is called, actually, it's called a Rollies. It's Rollies. It's made in Honduras. I get these from the Thompson Tobacco Company. Every month they send me 50 of them in a box. No, I never have. Those Merit kits are awful pricey. Merit's Hong Kong models, they're all getting up there. If you want, big. I imagine that kit's probably 1/350 scale. So that Ark Royal is probably about the size of a World War II aircraft, probably about 800 feet long. No, maybe, yeah, about that big. I'm not too keen on the English Navy. Real 600 scale here I got. It gets some model designs. Are you talking about the 1/32 scale or the 1/48 scale B-17, dear sir? You're building a 148 scale? No, 132nd scale. I'm not too sure. I can answer your question a lot better, but it's 132nd scale. Those parts fit on my fuselage, no problem. Well, you know something? I got one headed jump. All this beautiful detail is in this kit. Why not show it off? Well, how are you going to show it off, Frank? Just pop up the turtle deck like that and show it. There you go. Take a gander, boys. It still needs work here. I got to do some work here. I got to put the wooden, take the wooden table on here. I'm going to put some earphones on here, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm also going to paint an airbrush top of this interior green and give it a little wash. So, all that detail you want to see, but first you got to do this. You got to trim this off here real good. Take off probably, I'd say about 5 thousandths. Take about 5 thousandths off here, like I did here. Just follow the curvature of the bulkhead. But pretty soon, this fits in good. There it goes. So that's how you answer that problem right there. Yeah, 1/32nd scale. I had no problem with the fuselage, only the turtle deck up here. Because like I said, it'll snap back on. So you got a little lip right here. That lip will snap. That fits very quite flush over here. There you go. See, it snapped in. It's in now. Nice and snap. Nice and flush. You just got to trim that bulkhead like I showed you. This is a big kit. This is a big model. Best way to display this is just don't glue those wings on. If you glue these wings on, you're a done duck. This way. Or hang it high school of modeling. Both worlds at once. That's the only way you can handle this big beast. The only way to display this is stick this thing in a corner. You got a wall here and a wall here. Stick tail is flush up against the corner and wingtip. The wingtip is touching both sides of the walls. That way, only way you can approach it is right front, this way. That's the only way you can display it without getting broke too bad, or not even broke at all. But you leave it out there, people can walk around, they're going to bump into it. It's big. I bump into this thing all the time. It's big. And it's prone to accident and injury. Scale Modeling Channel. Hello, buddy. How you doing there? Welcome aboard, sir. In about a few minutes, I'm going to fire up the airbrush. I'm going to paint the neutral gray in this thing. I've already appreciated this thing, as you can see. Okay, we got Iron Hand, 105. 1/32nd scale B-29. Hey, Lord. Yeah, put that aluminum tape on the B-29, look sharp. Even on the 40th scale B-29, look sharp. I got this B-29. I showed this a while ago here, buddy. This is my model one here. I got the fuselage on. I just popped the wings up a while ago. I still got a lot of work to the fuselage. Fuselage is over for it. It's all done. Just got to follow the panel works. Paneling. It took me about a week to panel this thing off. It's all done. Everything's finished. It'll come off your hands like M&M's candies. This is the answer to a natural metal finish. It beats the EA clads, all clads, S&J, metalizer finishes all. This thing here, you can handle it. Don't come off your hands at all. It don't oxidize. It don't. Very strong. It feels cold, very cold because it's metal. Let's see, thoughts on the 148 scale Germany B-17 MEMPHIS BELLE. I got it hanging up there. I did a video of that. That kit don't go together too good at times. I think it's been produced so many times. The mold's getting old. The biggest problem I had with that thing is the wings. Somehow the locking system they have on is not that of monograms. Another thing too is the detail inside the cockpit is about as bland as baby food. So my suggestion is get some aftermarket parts, put it in there, doctor it up. If you got a wrecked B-17 by monogram somewhere, you want to gut out, take out parts off that, and add interior parts. It'll fit. It'll fit. I know so. I tried it before. Oh yeah, the B-24 Liberator. I've got the B-24 by Hobby Boss. I'm working on that right now. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna probably start working on that. Probably made of the fuselage, interior grain, add some washers. It's a good kit. It's big. The wings can be removable on that too, just like on this too. They don't lock; they just slide. I can use the crew so far. I'm the plane skipper. Arizona's done, Mr. Hoddenhausen. It's all finished. I think I did that about 6, 7 years ago. It's all done. Final review my my videos of the past I've done. You'll see it in there. I did 14 videos on that thing, and it's all done. So be sure to review that. You'll see that it's all finished, sir. Did that ages ago. Thanks for asking. I appreciate that very much, buddy. It takes a lot of tape on the B-29 because, matter of fact, I had some tape from my I had a heat and air conditioning business I did one time, and I always had that. I always did the sheet metal work all the time. I worked for Nestle's Heat and Air Conditioning. I worked there for about 20 years. And I was there doing sheet metal, doing transitions, making broadways, making square outs. And when I wrapped that insulation, I stapled it and took this tape here, run along the seam, to smooth it out like that. Hook my hangers like that, hook up your ductwork, shoot some screws through there, hang up your ductwork. I got rolls and rolls of this. I've had since 1980, 82. And them things right there, they keep you going. Excuse the language. Excuse me, guys. I got these my shades here, my magnifiers. It's so tight back here. I can't wait to press here and move into my shop next door. It's big, guys. I got lots of room. I'll have cameras all over the place where you can see what I'm doing and everything. Right here, it's just too cluttered back here. I'm going to turn this into a family room. And so I'm moving next door. It's only about 10 feet away from me. Yep. It's I got a lot of stuff here, guys. I have a lot of stuff here. I'm starting to finish up, and everything. And I'll try to get. I promised Freddy on this B-17. I'll make some videos on it and keep this going. So I'm gonna concentrate on neutral gray and do neutral gray live here. I'm gonna let it dry for a while, and then I'm gonna go ahead and shoot some clear out like that. Follow up with the olive drab, and we'll make a video of that too. So I figured by making videos like this, it'd be a lot better. You can see what I'm doing and everything. Because I had one comment right there that says, you talk too much, Frank. That's a flaw of my character. I'm in a assembly line business where everybody puts models. Everybody builds models, you know. I missed before. They felt like they're kind of out of my comfort zone. But as soon as I overdo this, I can make live videos. And right now it's a test right now. The stash kit, like I showed you guys pretty while ago. You know, I showed Vaughn and everybody. Let me get that B-17 out again. I have that thing so many times. This thing is all done. You slide your wing in like this. That's it. You slide it in. Now, if you want to store this thing, got nowhere to put it at. So you get yourself a nice box. Pull out the wing. Take off your props. Don't glue your props on your shafts. Your shafts are glued in behind the false wall they have here. These little pins there keep the shafts straight out. They won't come back in towards the nacelles. They'll stick out. Move your props first, stick them in another box, and won't get broken. You pop your wings off, set it up on the edge of the box like this, and set your fuselage next to it. When you go to a model show, you turn around, slide back on, you're in business. That's the same way I'm going to store this big girl right here. Only way, unless you want to hang them up. Yes, sir. That's how you stash them. That's how I do mine. You know, I mean, they get big like that. I like the engineering they do with the locking system on the wings. You know, they're big like that. Just disassemble them, put them back in the box. You want to show and tell it, put it back together again. That's it. And that's my method of doing things, and it works for me very well. That's why some of my big stuff like that, the wings come off, like my Focus Condor by Trumpeter, 1/48 scale, and the wings pop off that too. To get assembly like a system like that, it works very well. Just use it. Revell has done 2 B-17s. In 1962, again, the fall of 1962, they came out with a MEMPHIS BELLE 1/72nd scale. Had retractable landing gear, the flaps worked, ailerons worked, it did everything but fly. As for the interior, nothing. All I do is give you a pilot's floorboard. You can see where the seats are at, no joysticks, no nothing. And the kit is very heavily riveted. It's almost like that of a rasp. So you want to take yourself some wet and dry sandpaper, go over a sink of fresh water, or just have a bowl full of water, lay a flat surface, and sand down those rivets, bring it down lower. Up 1962, I have over there. I feel like I got one over there. And so Revell did 2 of them. The second one they did is the 1/48 scale MEMPHIS BELLE. That came out probably at the same. That came out probably a little later than Monograph when they released their B-17 back in 1975. And they too were, they came out late, and probably around springtime, somewhere around there of 1976 when I came out. And it looked like, it reminded you of the Monograph kit, but you can see parts of it that wasn't the Monograph, especially the wing locking system they have. So that kit, the biggest problem that problem is the wings, because it has big gaps on the bottom of that wings. I said, Jesus, these molds have really been pounded out, because I remember building one back in 77 was ever like that. You had to fill it in with sheet styrene or something. But the Monograph kit still builds great. But you can see little wear in the molds, because the molds are getting old. Because heck, that thing has been in constant production for more than 45 years. That's a long time, boys. That's longer than some of the young fellows been born. And you still turns heads. I haven't built a balsa vaughn. I haven't built a balsa kit in a long time, buddy. And I'm thinking about doing, if I build them, I'm going to finish up that windmill racer I got going over there by Gentleman's Fathers. It's I got to cover the wing on it, and assemble and decal and paint. Add about 6 strands of rubber, and let it fly. I got a little flying field out there behind my house over there. I take my free flight rubber power johns to fly them all the time. It's next to a beautiful church. And that's a deacon out there. He's amazed. He says, "Man, I never seen one of them things fly before." I said, "Yeah, these things been flying since 1856. There's a fellow named Stringfellow. He was a glider pilot. He made homemade gliders. He flew very successful. And he built the gliders that flew. And matter of fact, he flew one that actually flew over 600 meters until the obstruction. So, like I told Deacon in the church, the thing's been flying a long, long time, long before the Wright brothers. They figured out drag coefficients and everything. And they made sure they knew where the balance, center of gravity, and everything. Taking with birds, and stuff like that. You learn a lot of birds. Birds have a lot of aviation, and that's why airplanes are based off birds, except they don't flap their wings. They use thrust, like control surfaces. The Gold Spitfire, I built one of those back in 1963. No, 1959. My Aunt Edith, she was a missionary. She was in Europe. I think she was in England. I think she went to Kent, England. And she did some services, Christian services over there. And she knew that her nephew, Frankie Day, right here, loves airplanes and loves models. So she came back on the Queen Mary, and she came to our house and business for about a week before she shoved off back to North Carolina, Durham, North Carolina. And she presented that Spitfire to me as a gift from love. And back in those days, the die cut was very, very. It came out no problem. Nowadays it's so crushed, but nowadays they got a better method. Instead of having stamped die, they laser cut it now. Makes life very sweet, very sweet. Good kit there, Vaughn. You ought to build it. Has about a 28-inch wingspan. Put about 4 strands of rubber in it. Keep it about 46 grams, and that baby will fly to the heavens. Yep, laser cuts kits on things. They take a laser machine that, man, that's what I love about technology nowadays. When technology is directed at stuff like that, man, it's beautiful. But people abuse technology nowadays for other things and other methods to get their ways in life. But I don't know about having models like this. My dad says, "Frank, what are you dreaming? Well, get your head out of the clouds for a while. What are you thinking about?" So I think about having these models that with the action features you don't see before. So, well, that's possible. That's going to come. It's going to be quite distant from now, but if you can't stop progress, right, things will get better. Eventually, you'll have your wish. Those griddle kits, some of them are pretty heavy. So what you got to do is take a sanding block and sand along the back of the balsa sheets. Pretty soon you start saying a word that's excuse me, guys. My sinus is killing me. It's starting to snow out here and everything. Anyway, you can see where the dye is starting to pierce through the wood sheets. And so I guess like that, don't do no more. And they'll pop out very easily. And trim them, apply a coat of dope on. That's what I used to do. But nowadays, it's just all superseded by using glues, glue pencils, glue pens, and those sticks, those glue sticks you get, where you can cover your covering with and take Krylon clear and spray on top of it. That's like dope. It works very well. I don't know. It's hard to answer that question there, buddy. On the Arizona, Hobby Boss, Banner, Trumpeter, all the same kit. Those who experience building in Arizona, I've got one over here. Let me show you guys. Pardon my back for a second. This is the old Banner kit. It's very dusty. And I've been working on this thing for a long, long time. It's pretty dirty. It's been dusty. It's sitting back there in the corner. And this dust will come off very easy. You just got to take it off. And I've been doing some work on the it's not my kind of work right now, guys. It's just all that dirt on there, just kind of all that dust has really kind of got it filthy. As you can see, it's pretty dirty. And I'm doing the foot-edge railings under my Tom's Model Works. Now, this is the Banner kit. This is where Trumper came out. I bought this with 2003, 2004, I think it was. Got this kit. Yeah, I'm back, guys. I can see Trumper bringing a 1/350 scale. After all, Hong Kong models made 1/32 scale B-17. Now they make a 1/48 scale B-17. So that's possible. It's possible it could be a lot more better 1/350 scale kit come out. If it did, Trumper, it'll be a new Trumper kit. Or it could be maybe a Hobby Boss. Could be somebody. I don't know. It's hard to say, sir. It really is. It's really hard to say. I say it's very possible. Oh, you want to cover your you got a Gwillo's PBY? Yeah, I've got one too. It's hanging up right above the ceiling over here. I got mine painted the North Atlantic scheme, all gray with white undersides. To cover it with cardstock is you got to follow the symmetrical shape of the formers like that of a card model. Because if you cover this thing like a card model, you'd be covering it panels at a time because you already got bulkheads on there already on that kit. I better start out with a keel, and you got the bottom. You had bottom plates at the bottom, but I think they were cardstock. The cover of the aircraft cardstock is you got to lay your cardstock flush on top of the bottom of your hull as you go up towards the top of the plane. Take a piece of your cardstock and you take a pencil and you cut it and if it's shaped perfect, make another one just like that. But put butt strips next to it, connector strips. When you do the next one, it'll be flush up against it. And covering cardstock is I do all mine with cardstock. I cover a lot of models with cardstock. And you just got to, like you got the wings come out like this. You cut that cardstock is you got to make sure it comes out this way and like that. That way, remember when it folds over, it'll fold back the same way it was before. You just get me a straight piece. You put a straight piece, you'll see a big crimp like that. It'll stick up. So what you got to do, you got to lay a cardstock over the wing, mark the center edge, center line to where the leading edge of the wing is at. come over, bend over, do it again, and you trace it out, you cut it, and you top should like this. You just got to follow the bulkheads and the wing ribs, and be sure on the edges of them, you put butt strips on them. Butt strips like this. Here's your butt strip here. You go your butt strip on the back of your panel. When you go your other panel on next to it, it'll be flush like this. So that's how you made them up. Make sure they're good and flush, just like Roman. Then you get some of that radiate. You can go to the RC boys. They got that small tape. It's probably about a good 1/8 inch or 3/32 wide. It's called tape strip. It has rivets on them like that. You can put alongside your seams of your joining skins on your side of your fuselage. Give it an extra touch of realism. The only dope I used on my Guerrillas PBY was Aerogloss. It was Pactra Aerogloss dope. I got a big quart can of that, 2 of them. I bought since the 60s and 70s, and it's still good. I brush dope on like that. It seals it in. Make sure your wood is all sealed first. Then when you attach your cardstock, you don't use those glue sticks. Only got it done with a wood-based glue. I use Type Bond. Take Type Bond and glue the edges on the side. Or if you want to do that, use contact cement. It's rubbery. Stay away from that stuff. Best stuff to use is use a wood-based glue like Type Bond. It glues very, very well. And for the paints I use on my Dumbo, were Model Masters, I believe. They're dark gold gray, and the white came out of I think the white was aerosol. I use a rattle can for that because it's big. My God, I go to 7, 8, 9, 10 jars of these. I did white on it, so I had a rattle can full of flat white. Put about 6 coats of that. Just dusting. Just a little dusting. So all that paint hits it, it dusts, it acts like a primer. It grabs. When it dries, come back and give it away. First thing you can see it fill in. And the rest was airbrush. It was dark gold gray. Dark gold gray. That was all airbrush. I believe all the interiors there was all cardstock. The blisters, they're all cardstock and details inside there. So there's a lot to do with a kit that big. It's huge. That wingspan's about 50 inches. It's big. I made my floats workable too. They retract on it. Yeah, fellas. It's about 4 o'clock now. Time is getting. I'm about ready to fire up the airbrush and get this underside painted neutral gray for the day. Video. I'm going to prepare some dinner, and I'm going to go ahead and make my inbox review for my Australian support group build. And I donated some money to Australia already to feed the wallabies, wombats, and this beautiful little, cute little koala bears, you know. Poor little devils being burnt up and got no homes, no place to go. That shows how trusting these things are. They come up to a man, a wild beast like that, come up to you, and they like a child. You pick them up, put their arms on you like that. And the poor things are suffering. And they're looking at you, I need some help, you know. Poor little devils. David Query, how you doing, sir? Welcome to my Monday night day off hangout with me. This is a video I'll be doing out here. You're going to see me live airbrushing the undersides of neutral gray on my B-17 by HK models 1/32 scale. And I got another video coming like this, like I was mentioning a while ago, would be a inbox view for a group build I'll be going on. Good afternoon, dear sir. Welcome aboard. Agents of Shield Northeast. Yes, sir. Welcome aboard here, buddy. I'm honored to have you guys here. And like I was telling David a while ago, you're about ready to look in the airbrush. So just keep on doing what you do, and I'll just feed up your chat and answer your questions as I go along. Boy, I'm still getting these connections unstable. Please wait while we're trying to even connect. They flash off long. I don't know if you guys can see me 4x4 or what. Am I buffering out there to you guys or something? I keep getting these banners up here. I don't know if I get connected or what. Yep, that's what I figured. Man, I don't know what you got to do. Now, fellas, all this is beyond my control right here. It's more or less because when it's buffering, it's out of my hands right here. And gotta make the best of it as it goes. Excuse me, guys. So what you can see of me is good. What's buffering, it's beyond my control. I got no nothing of it. Well, I'll tell you something. Getting really cold out there. It's still a little bit while guys. It's typical winter. Okay, I'm gonna prepare myself. So I'm doing some paint right here. I'll get my gloves, and we'll get this show on the road and still answer questions here. Give me a couple minutes, fellas. I'll get my gloves over here. Beautiful. Like I say, guys, it's just buffering. You know, it's all YouTube. I know it's either bandwidth I'm using or something. I just on Google right here. That's where I'm at. Google right here, like everybody else. I'm glad this copper thing is over. I asked the questions very briefly before getting a line right here. They mentioned about for kids, not for kids. This is not for kids. This is for adults. Kids can watch. I try to keep my language down. Being an Navy man, I do swear a lot though, but when I'm online, I have a lot of respect because I know kids are probably watching. They don't want to hear a dirty sailor talk dirty talk. Navy goes. I think it's going to be one USS Arizona. That was the one. Was that Pearl Harbor? And should be always regarded as USS Arizona. I've never forgotten this USS Arizona. That's a good one. Or like a George Washington class, the Allen class, and all the other. You know, there's other important names out there, but I think Air USS Arizona should be just for the battleship only, for the people who died on that thing that day. And as a sailor, I think it should be only one USS Arizona. Ah, yes, just as mother used to give me. Yeah, I tell you, talk about USS Arizona. I saw that in Google Earth. Boy, Pearl Harbor sure is getting raggy. They got the USS Missouri out there. That dang thing is nasty. If I was the first division aboard that thing and the condition of that ship, the old man would single everybody out in the division. Nobody goes to Liberty Call. So this ship is spick and span. The deck's all holy stone. I want everything red lead, haze grade, deck grade. All compartment engineers down below get this thing scored away for Operation Red inspection. No one hits the beach. No one goes nowhere until this stuff is done. That's what I'd do if I was captain. I'd pipe that down. I'll pipe that thing down right over the 1MC. And I will not be a very popular captain for a long time, but to get this place ship shaped, what's coming down to, fellas, is getting neglected. It's getting neglected. And now the berth that goes up to the US Arizona is all decayed and rotted out, not doing nothing. They got the USS Utah on the other seaside of the lock out there. She's still turtle where she was back in 1941 when the Japs Kates put a couple fish in her. And her memorial is starting to decay away. Man, I can see for the future, next 5 to 10 years from now, they're going to have a need problem down there in Pearl Harbor. Because all those oil tanks inside the Arizona is about ready to rupture. And you got to remember, history dictates this from the past. The Arizona and the rest of the battle wagons that were aboard at Pearl Harbor that day were ready to go to sea immediately. So all those tanks, that means they got a lot of oil stored inside those tanks. That Arizona is just rotting away. When you got 40 feet of water and tropical sun, you know, you get that. Yes, I do, buddy, 100%. There should be only one USS Arizona. And because I say I'll try to it's not disgracing the USS Arizona, the original one. Thing about it is it confuses a lot of people. Hey, I just saw a good movie yesterday, the USS Arizona. I says, man, what about that thing goes deep? It goes deep. What are you talking about? Yeah, did you see that movie? No, the USS Arizona. Let's do submarine. A submarine. Arizona? And everybody thinks it's a battleship. So you gotta look at it that way. But the way I look at it as a sailor is that there's only one USS Arizona. And you got 1,167 men died in that thing. They didn't get a chance to urinate in their pants. Can you imagine being killed in your sleep? And being incinerated from that big bomb blast when you hit that Ford magazine? Everybody's up top of those control towers. Those control towers up there, control stations up there. They were incinerated. I mean, they were just like a atomic bomb blowing off, and that big wave hit you. Well, as long as they're building a new berth, that'd be good. They need to do something there in that harbor because I look at it, I mean, it's disgraceful. I've never seen Pearl Harbor so shabby before. I don't know what got nasty like that during the Clinton administration or the Obama administration, but I think those two bozos had something to do with the conditions of that anchorage out there. I was at Pearl Harbor back in the 1950s, 60s, 70s. Beautiful out there. Now it's just like going to a battlefield in Gettysburg the next day and see all nothing but relics out there just rusting away. Terrible. Yeah, that would have been a good idea. I can see that. Okay, well, we're getting back. I'll get you this way. Yep. RC UK Models. How you doing, buddy? Welcome aboard, sir. I got a host of friends on here that are watching this. You're in time to be start doing some airbrushing on my Hong Kong Models 1/32 scale B-17 that Freddy gave. And so I'll be working on this. I'm going to get the neutral gray on it. I'll let it dry, and tomorrow I'll go ahead and get the olive drab done on it. So I'll probably be here for a while. You guys get to watch me do all this. Yeah, I guess I'm okay. This guy's got 30 years on me. But I guess it's all right. If they named the Lexington twice, the Hornet twice, the Enterprise twice, long as the ship's named in honor of the USS Arizona, then it's a pig boat, what it is. I can see that. The 148 scale model, is that the B-17, is that the is it the Hong Kong models or the new Hong Kong models or the monitor one? Yeah. Oh, the HK. You know, that was the beginning of this video here. Before you chimed in, sir, I was telling Mr. Vaughn and a couple other fellows on there that I've seen about 2 or 3 inboxes use the kit. An overall view, I look at it's a very nice kit, but they put some shortcuts into it. What I didn't like about it is they had pin marks in the Bombay. And I go, wow. When I seen that, there's going to be some dick picking on that. Watch and see, and there was. And number 2 is that really turned me off was that on your kit, you'll notice inside the cockpit in there, you got your instrument walls that fit inside the fuselage. And aft over there where the oxygen bottles are at, they're all molded in on that side piece right there. On this one here, they're all molded in entirety in 3 pieces. You got 2 halves and a brace that fits on there that are glued inside there. The Hong Kong model 140 scale, what they did, they just molded the oxygen bottles on there. If done right and painted with washes, it looks very accessible. It'll look very good, but you still you lost some of that 3D effect of the circumference of the cylinder shape of the tanks. It's more or less like half moon. And outside, very nice. The inside, there's shortcuts on that kit to keep the price down. I don't know how much the thing costs. I mean, I imagine you're going to pay $150 for it, maybe a little more. I don't know. But I know this big boy here costs about $300 or $400. This thing here costs some dough. And they all cost dough nowadays. A lot of dough. And but as a Hong Kong model 148 scale one, if I see one, if I could buy one, I probably would buy it. But like I say, it's doesn't matter, guys. You'll find something wrong with anything nowadays. You get anything. It could be top line, pristine, everything. Let me say something here, fellas. Let me prove my point here. I got a buddy of mine I play music with. His name is Wayne Huntington. He's my rhythm player that I played in my Country West band I got going on. And he bought a American-made Fender Stratocaster. I think he paid $3,000 or $4,000 that thing. He goes, Frank, oh, look at this Stratocaster. Jesus, how much did you pay for that? I paid $4,000 for it. Not $3,000 or $4,000 for it. This is all American made. Oh yeah, I can see this. And I said, I'm gonna tell you something now, Wayne. You'll find something made in China that thing, I bet you will. Nothing's made. They quit making stuff in America since the 1970s. And so he wanted to put some more pickups on. I said, oh, don't put no pickups on. Leave them like the way they are. And he says, don't you understand when you play music in your hands? Not the stuff on the guitar. You can get a guy who never played guitar before in his life, their hands. And he said, well, I went ahead and put a couple super pickups on that thing. And he said, you're right. I found 2 potentiometers out there made in China. And I tell you, if you want something made in America, it's going to cost you a lot of money, buddy. You want to get a guitar like that, go on eBay, you'll find one that's made back in the 60s. Where like it's supposed to, you'll pay $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 for it. Then you get yourself 100% American Leo Fender made instrument. That's made in the United States of America. No Japan, no China, no Korea. The rest of them, USA, patent pending, Fender only, nobody else but Fender. Then you got yourself a original Fender. It'll cost you some money. That's a nice guitar right there. It really is. So that's that. 100. I don't understand English currency too much, dear sir. Is that lira? Not lira. Is that pounds or is that 100 pounds or is that 100? What do you call it? Quid? Oh, I don't understand the currency. Maybe you translate that in English, how much it'll be. You know, in America, I imagine it's about $140, $150. This thing is 100. I don't know if that's pounds or quid. I'm sure you answer me right soon, because I can figure out how much the cat would cost. It looks like probably around 120, 30 bucks, maybe. America. Don't know. I get 2 checks coming in next week, so I'll be in with the green next week. I might venture down to Freddy's hobby shop to see if Russ got one thing. He probably does. I'll overlook the pin marks on there. They can be filled in. Yep, I was right. I was off $10 or 20 bucks. 130 bucks. That means I can get about 115 down there at Smitty's hobby shop. Well, you know, for a new 148 scale, 21st century HK model B-17 148 scale, you know, that's not a bad price at all. For something like that, it's not a bad price at all. It's right in my pocketbook and everybody else's. Huh. I figured it'd be more than that. I figured around $200, but like I say, when I see the inbox review of the kit, you know, it says, man, it says they could at least made those oxygen bottles in pieces, you know, or separate on there. I mean, everything. They did shortcuts on it. I think they done that just to kind of keep the price down a little bit. Same thing Monaco did in their 148 scale B-17. Wow. That's not a bad price. I'll probably pick one up paid anyway if you got one down there. I doubt I wouldn't get one because I'm quite fond of the Monaco one. But the Monaco one is just as good. I must have done this a dozen times on here. This is the Monaco one. It's finished here. This is the Monaco. We did this all in natural metal and everything. I'm going to do the wings next. I'm going to do some painting on it and everything. Came out pretty good, I think. I like it. Took me about a week to do this. All the panel lines on this model was repaneled over again by using this magic tape I use all the time. That, fellas, right there is the answer to natural aluminum models. Like I said, it feels very cold when you pick it up in the morning. It's cold because it's metal. Okay, guys, so you guys ready for me to do some painting on this thing right in front of you? I could talk, jam a little bit, and then ramble away and do this at once. And get this thing ready to go. Got my paint mixed already. Got the Mom beige in there, good. No, sir. I've never built the main kit. I don't even have a main kit, and them too are pricey. Well, one kit I would like to get is a 1/8 scale dotless they make. I think Alex Estrade of Alex Modeling from Portugal, he did a whole build on that. He did a fabulous job on it. I mean, all the way from taking it out of the box till it was completely finished. Go see some of his videos. He does very wonderful work. Congratulations, Alex. Alex on Scale Modeling Magazine. He did a baka bomb, Japanese okra, they call it. And it looked very nice, all nice orange color, beautiful. That must be a tank then. The model 135. Yes, tanks. I've never built armor before. And I got 2 tanks by Monogram, the Patton tank, and I've got the Sherman tank, M4 Sherman. I've got a big radio control. I think it's 1/18 scale. This thing runs there. I think I paid $300 this thing. It runs. It has infrared. It shoots stuff, you know, and I don't know if it works here or not. Let's see, turn on the engine. Yeah, there it is. It still works. This is, I believe this is one. Turret turns up and down, turns. This thing does like a real tank. That's the only armor I got. Boy, I haven't toured that thing for a long time. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go out in the ice balls, get you 7-Up to drink. I've been drinking up this Joe all day long. It's coffee. Later on, I'll spot me a cup of tea at a bit. I sure like drinking tea in the wintertime, guys. I really enjoy tea. I love tea. I can see why the English drink it. It's very good. And a lot of very good for you, too. It's good for everything. It's good for standing sales. Good for drinking. And good for drinking. Excellent for drinking. And like I say, you want sales and stuff like that, you know, you sell some cloth sales, soak it in tea. You got some linen line. You will put rope on your model boats. You want to make it look authentic, soak it in tea. Pull it out, nice tea color. Got my 7-Up, fire up the Badger compressor, fire up my Hungry Pache, and lay down some neutral gray in this bad girl. It's going to be Memphis Belle. Sir, this is the Memphis Belle and 148 and 132 scale, the HK model. This isn't the G version. This is the F version, the early Fs they used. No chin turret. This is Mr. Morgan's Memphis Belle, the first B-17 to complete 25 missions over Hitler's Third Reich. She went through about 17 crew members. Because, like I say, everybody thinks all 10 of these guys did 25 missions in this airplane only. That was it. That wasn't so. Because there was wounded aboard this thing a few times. And when she got back in, they fixed her up, flew her out again, changed the rear crews. Waist gunner got killed, he was replaced. All turret gunner got killed, he got replaced. Then Morgan selected his new crew members on there. He was crew chief on this thing. And he decided to keep the crew he had, and they were very lucky. They survived 7 missions on this thing. The last 7 missions. And they were very lucky. The first time they came back all shot up and everything, and they repaired the Belle, they sent back the crew, they sent this back for war bond tour, victory tours. And I seen this thing back in 1948, Tennessee. It was in a park, Memphis, Tennessee. It was in a recreational park. Sitting out there. How they got out there, I don't know. And they probably assembled it out there and laid it out there. So it's been out there for many, many, many years, decades on end. Engine nacelles, engines fronts full of bird nests, full of birds. Vandals chucking rocks, dirt clods, busting out windows in it and stuff. A disgrace, a disgrace. So Smithsonian Institution took it apart for this. So now it's in full display, 12 miles away from my house, right at Air Force Base Museum. Mounted on a stand like I do a model airplane. Excuse me, fellas. Proud as hell. Mr. Morgan would be proud to see that. And so Freddy gave me this B-17. So do her justice, Frankie. So I sure will, Freddy. I sure will. Model this big, can't be hurried. A lot of times it'll be a pain. It's all together sub-assembly wise. I got the big wings. Over here. Tires all painted. But then your front's original painted. Ready for some pre-shading. This thing is big. It's big. Those who have one understand what old Frankie Day said. That 148 scale kit's big. 25 and a quarter inch wingspan. Like I say, the model, I don't know how. Yeah, the Hong Kong models on 140 scale had the same locking system this has. I'm glad they did that. They had to just pull that weight. These are strong plastic guys. They go nowhere. So strong, you just slide the wings on. They're locked. You just play on the ground. When you want to take it home, unlock the wing, put it back in the box, fuselage, voila. No muss, no fuss. That's how you store this bad boy. Demonstrators, welcome to Frankie Day's build number 3 on the HK models. Frankie and Freddy co-build. The HK models B-17F Flying Fortress, the Memphis Belle. You're about ready to watch me lay down some neutral gray on this thing. I got my neutral gray all painted. I got about 3 bottles of neutral gray I bought all Tamiya. I like Tamiya paints. And for a backup, I got Model Masters neutral gray. It's about the same color chip as this is. So it's going to take some paint. I can always buy more. So tonight I'm going to concentrate on the bottom section of the fuselage on this thing. As you can see, it's all been appreciated. And once I start laying down the neutral gray, she'll start to come alive. I've got the control surfaces all masked down, ready for painting. So Frankie D's been farting around with this too, and working on that model B-17 I've been doing. And I got other stuff doing. I got another group build I'll be featuring after I get this thing done. So stay posted that this evening, fellas. I keep looking over here because I got the camera over here, guys. And my web camera, which has everything right here, which I can control easy, is right there in the corner of my monitor on my computer screen. So I'm looking east. Why you guys looking this? What the hell are you looking at? Please forgive me. So I got to start making have a looking like there. That's where the action's at, right there. Not here, there. Okay. I'm going to go to the cooler, get me some 7-Up, fire up the compressor, and get to work on this darn thing, and feed up the chat board and paint all at once. And so I'll be back a couple seconds and get me my fresh Coke, my fresh 7-Up drink. Get everybody's fired up. We're going to go to town on this thing, guys. We're all going to build this together here. I had one commentator on my B-24 Hobby Boss 1/32 scale B-24 working on it. I got down private. It's all sub-cylinders now, guys. It's ready to put the paint on it. That's all ready to go. So I'm on probably the first one that's building that. So I'll be having a video of that probably next week and be working on that probably this week sometime. And so I got underway. And one commentator says, "Well, I get tired of you talking all the time. Why don't you building? Look, guys, I'm like I adjust them back on one of my views. So look, this is my videos are quite different than others. I mean, I don't do all this Hollywood stuff. Everything there where you can see things like that, different editing different scenes like that. My stuff is live action. It's all live. This is going to be live. I like to talk because I like people, and I've always liked to put myself in their homes so they can be able to enjoy me and say, "This is a nice old man right here. I am a nice old man, and I love my models and I love you guys." And right now, Frank will get something to drink. I'll be right back in a flash of a muzzle and fire up the compressor, and we're ready to do some ship's work on this mighty Memphis BELLE B-17. That stogie down. Get my 7-Up. We're ready to go, fellas. 7-Up. Okay, boys, y'all go. So you can see what Frankie D's doing. I'm going to take this camera over here. I'm going to position it so you can see how I'm doing this. And we'll get this thing going here. Okay, boys, here we go. That bad boy out. They go thin layers at a time, fellas. I do all this, you know. They go through. They get pretty heavy on the brush. By getting heavy on the brush, it takes like appreciating. Appreciating it, you got to work on appreciating it with your finished color. When you blend them, the contrasting colors together, they give you that effect of. You get darker tones to use the same color by getting closer to the model. When you get closer to it, fellas, what it does, it just either pebbles out. You want to pebble out, you keep the thing in motion all the time. And we keep it in motion, so you can control the hues. Right here, you can tell the darkness of the colors. That's good right there. As you can see, it's very subtle. You don't want to cover up all that appreciation. I like these Tamaya effects. They're pretty good. They go on very well. I love the rivet details on this bad boy. It's like that 148 scale Hong Kong model kit they got. I noticed that kit builds precisely the same way this one does. And the only thing bad about the kit I like those is on those oxygen models how they're molded in as all one unit instead of in pieces like this one was. Lay down neutral gray over this pea shaded here. Don't get too heavy on it. You want to put enough so it blobs it out, then you can work in the pea shading with the finished color. If you start getting heavy on the airbrush, all your pea shading is lost. Then you got to post shade. you got to really put on really fast because it dries up a lot. But the coverage, as you can see, goes up very well. Like I said, when you do all this pre-shading on your land, make sure you don't overcover your pre-shading. Don't take too long to take the fuse hose out the plywood day. Because the size of this thing makes you think you use a lot of paint. I've already put one whole entire bottle of Tamiya Lucha Gray inside my reservoir bottle of my airbrush here. And I still got oodles left. You get close to it like that, then you work in the full color now. It'll feather over the darn pre-shade. You still see a pre-shade on there. It's not rocket science at this point, Mel. It's just model. I see a lot of good model work out there. It makes my work stink. Okay. Now over here. You guys having fun out there, boys? I know I am. This one big colossal airplane, fellas. Frankie Day's way, the best way to store this piece from getting busted up is take it apart. Can you imagine making a 1/32 scale beat? long as I've been on YouTube, it's the first time I've done this live before. It take long, huh, guys? I figure it take a long, long time. Now go back over there and add a little more, fill in some more of these tree shading spots where the bell needs the most. You guys get the picture now? It's big, huh, boys? A little more stabilizer here. And right here. Start to feather it in. I'm having fun, boys. I really am. Yeah. Get a bunch of cleaned out here. Okay. Looks like I got to touch up a little more over here. A little more. Like I said, guys, always inspect your paintwork and get done. Now, happy now. Happy, happy. I had to go back and mix more neutral gray again. If you get down one color, always look at the airbrush away. Oh, that's that. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Hey, that was that, fellas. Let the thing dry. I'm going to shoot a coat of a clear out to seal it in. Because I'm going to be handling this thing. I don't want it to mar off. I mean, rub off, mar, or rub off the finished color here. I'm going to let, I can still smell it. I mean, it's still fresh. When it's aroma free, it's dry. So I'm going to let it be aroma free. I'm going to give it a airbrushing of lacquer, clear lacquer on the thing. Okay. You guys have a good time with that? Yeah, I'll tell you, it's the first time I've ever done this before. Paint this thing in front of your face, guys. You know, once you guys think I don't paint my models, I do. It didn't take me long to get that. It looks good. Right here with a wing lock system's at. Good, good. When you had your wash, it really come alive. Hong Kong models, 132nd scale B-17G Flying Fortress, B-17F. MEMPHIS BELLE. It's truly a nice airplane, guys. It really is. I think Freddy's death with this. You know, he's like me. He's got so much stuff, a lot of things. The stash I have, geez, I wanted to live long enough. I live long enough to build all these, but when my health gets really bad one of these years, I start making some preparations about unloading them. Because I don't want them to come in the house like a bunch of vultures and take everything, take and go, you know. Pretty soon you guys be owning some of my stash pretty soon. Well, look at every one of you fellows right there are my family to me. You know, you're my family now. Frankie Day's all alone. My brother came over. He visited. He came over from out west California to see how it is out here. So he said it's terrible out in California, Frank. I imagine there's over here a lot of bad things out there. About a lot of braves and bums out there defecating out in the streets like wild animals. Because, yep, tents all over the place. All right, so Mike, somebody needs to be held accountable for that. That's a good way of spreading typhus, for Christ's sakes. And so that stuff ever got loose like that out here, upwind to the jet stream. If you get whipped that person, you have an outbreak of typhus. Somebody's responsible for that, and they're going to pony up to it real soon. If they don't, it's like my dad told me, always take care of your affairs, son. Always take care of your affairs. If you don't, somebody else out there is going to. And when they do, you ain't going to like it. So, suggestion is this: take care of your stuff. Get all your shit done. Out of the way. No skeletons in the closet. Just square at the house, you're fine. It's going to be rolling real soon. Trials, crimes against humanity, out in California and everything. Letting bums like that do that stuff. People said, what are you going to do with them? I need to build a big old barracks, and house these jokers in there and teach these people, get them off drugs, do all you can to rehabilitate these people, get them off and make them responsible, give them a job. I live on stale air and being a burden for the taxpayer all at once. The ones you can't, you put them in a special place. That's called mental institutions. They straighten out. You can't have that. You got children out here, women, children, and men, everybody. Anyways, about that, my brother came over and visited me. Well, my comment is, who's that coughing I heard in the background? So, well, that was my brother. Came down out west to see how Frankie's doing. He's going back out there next week. He says he wants me to go back to California. I said, no, I can't go back out there. Mike, after hearing and seeing what's going on out there, I'm fine just right here where I'm at. And so I'm not going to run nobody. I'm not run away from nothing, so I'm happy. Like, I got to be here to take care of you guys. Yeah. Well, I'm going to ramble on here a couple more minutes. We want to call this video a wrap up. And be sure to watch the video tonight. I'm going to post a build tonight for a group build I'm going to start. It's called the Australian Support Group Build. I've already donated money already to Australia already to ship in food for those poor koalas and those kangaroos and wombats and all the wild beasts out there. Poor things, they got no home. They burned out of house and home. A lot of them are injured in the process, you know. So all that donations really helps out. It's a humane act of those poor little things suffer. Those things, little koala bears are so cute. You know, you just want to hug them and squeeze them to death. But I've heard stories in real life not that way. They probably aren't. They're a wild animal. And they don't judge themselves as people that much unless they're around you a lot. I mentioned they adapt to anything in life as long as you take care of them. But anyway, this group build is going to be this is going to be a group build. It's going to be a Australian support group build. You can build anything in your comfort zone and out of your comfort zone. It doesn't have to be an airplane, or it could be a ship. It could be a car, a tank, or figure. Anything that sparks your fancy. You know, you're there. You know, take your time on the build. It can last as long as you want to. Don't hurry on it. You just up next to it a little bit. I think it'll be a nice thing to do. And so we got a group build going on over there too. We got Matt Hill from Matt's Models, and we have Bill's Rat. They're all from Australia, and they're organizing another aircraft carrier group build. So I told them I go ahead and put my Tamiya 1/350 scale Big E USS Enterprise. I did a little more homework to do. So I'm pretty sure I did. The inbox video. I know I did one. But anyway, that's going to be my entry for that. And for the Australian group build, I'm really not too certain. There's a couple ones out there that I'm really interested in getting, what I'm doing. So I'll bring those up. So you see that tonight. It'll come to you as a surprise to me too. Okay, guys, I'm going to call this video a wrap. And I very appreciate this very much for you guys tuning in, chiming in for this live video of the MEMPHIS BELLE and a little rap session going on here and there. Something to make the time fly a little bit while you build your model and read a book or just for gags. But I'd like to thank everybody who's on the chat line on my video, and all the viewers. I'm very delighted and very honored each one of you, all one of you. And I appreciate this very much from all of you, from everybody. They got, so I'd like to say thank you and good night to Butcher from Sweden and RC UK Models and BAS Dry Dock Models and Donald Walker and a host of others that came in. Thank you very much for tuning in this video and watching me paint this beautiful MEMPHIS BELLE. After this video, I'm going to shoot a coat of, so I get the B-24 Liberator going on over there. Get that shaking. So be sure to look at the videos out. I'm about the only one to build that bad boy. So far, I got all the sub-assemblies done in the thing. Just a matter of touch-up painting, give it a wash here and there, slap it together, and check for imperfections, sand. Fill, I don't see any fill at all in that thing. And I got a foil tape. Okay, so I got that shaking away. This is the conclusion of video 3 for the Freddy and Frankie Day co-build of the HK 132nd scale MEMPHIS BELLE B-17 F-Flying Fortress. And the BELLE will return in a couple of days, and so will I. So I'll be here tonight on the inbox review, and I'll show you support group BELLE. That'll be it. Okay, good night, everybody. I love you guys very much, so stay focused on that. So I got that coming your way. I thank you very much for being here, watching me paint this big beast. And so you know I paint too. Okay, I'm out of here. We'll catch you tonight on the inbox review and the entry. You guys take care of yourselves, and God loves you guys. Make mama happy. Drive, stay focused when you drive. Spend wisely. Buy yourself a model. Take care of your young'uns. Take care of your affairs. Take care of everything. When everything's all done, mama's happy, kids happy, bills paid. Now it's your time to do the building. So you guys go out there and build some models, have fun. Like Stu says, Stuart's Models, get crazy and just have fun. That's what it's all about, boys. It's all there for living to enjoy. So thank you very much. It's Frankie Day for Frankie Day Models signing off. We'll catch you later next time. Bye, fellas, and God love you guys.